tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one kind of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, Parker, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
If you're going to choose a franchise back from the 2022 class, most figured it would be Breece Hall out of Iowa State, and he was the first guy off the board to the New York Jets. More than looked the part of a bell cow offensive cornerstone at Iowa State, and by testing numbers, one of the best athletes we've seen enter the league at his position.
On first down, right back to Hall. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Boston, the man in motion left. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's got some space here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run with Hall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now on 1st down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On play action, now Carr. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
They run. It's Williams. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On the counter, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ball again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's third and 9. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Springer. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Ball again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Rodgers now on third and goal. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Carr. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Hall has it knocked loose, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Carr now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
88.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Austin making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. An inside give to Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Up the middle, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Carr. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Hall again. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first down, Carr. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr going to throw. A check down here to Jones. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darnell Mooney, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Paul want to give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the medal lands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here.